Take a deep breath. Let your shoulders drop. And now, feel this moment. You are pregnant. Maybe it's just been a few hours since you saw those 2 pink lines. Maybe it was this morning or a couple of days ago. Maybe you cried. Maybe you laughed. Or maybe you just sat there in silence, letting it sink in. Whatever you felt, it was real. And it was yours. That moment changes everything, quietly, gently, deeply. Welcome to your first pregnancy. This is the beginning of a new story, a story where your body becomes a home, your heart expands in ways you never imagined, and your soul awakens to something ancient and beautiful. And you don't have to walk it alone. I'm here with you, to hold space, to share the truths, to walk with you, week by week, thought by thought, emotion by emotion. Part 1. The first signs, listening to the body. It might have started with little things. You were more tired than usual. A strange metallic taste. Your favorite coffee suddenly made you nauseous. You cried watching an ad. Your breasts felt sore. And you thought, could it be? Your body, even before your mind catches up, it whispers. A missed period maybe. A flutter in your gut, not of movement but of knowing. The quiet, intuitive voice that says, something has shifted. And then came the test. That tiny stick held with shaking fingers, counting seconds, waiting, as if your whole life was compressed into a single moment. 2 lines. 1 word, pregnant. Everything changed in that instant, and yet the world outside looked the same. But inside, a new world had begun. Joy, fear, excitement, doubt, wonder, guilt, gratitude, panic. Yes, all of them. You might feel thrilled one moment and terrified the next. That's normal. That's pregnancy, especially the first time. Maybe you're wondering, am I ready? Will I be a good mom? What if something goes wrong? Will my body change forever? Will I lose myself? Let me tell you something. Every mother before you has asked these questions. And asking them doesn't make you weak, it makes you real. You're stepping into something sacred, ancient, and wild. You are not just growing a baby, you are growing into a new version of you. The first appointment. The journey begins. Soon you'll have your first doctor's appointment. You'll hear terms like gestational age, EDD, and prenatal vitamins. It may feel clinical, or maybe comforting. Either way, it begins to feel real. You'll be poked, scanned, asked 100 questions. And behind every answer, every blood test, every scan, is one single truth. A life is beginning inside you. You might not be showing yet. You might not feel it yet. But your body already knows. Cells are dividing. A heartbeat is forming. A whole new being is writing its first chapter in your womb. Most people wait to share the news until the 12-week mark. And so for now, it might be your little secret. That can feel strange, holding such a big truth in silence. But these first weeks are a kind of cocoon, a sacred whisper, a quiet space where you begin to shift before the world even notices. These weeks are yours, a time to tune inward, to begin imagining, wondering, bonding. You might Google everything under the sun. Can I eat cheese? Is cramping normal? Why am I so emotional? It's okay. You're learning. And your curiosity is a sign that you care. You're becoming a mother, moment by moment. I want you to remember this. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers. You are allowed to feel everything, even the things you can't name yet. This is your journey, your first pregnancy. And while every path is unique, one thing is universal. You are not alone. As you lie in bed at night with 1,000 thoughts, as you smile secretly to yourself in public, as you press your hand to your belly just to feel a connection, know this. You're doing beautifully. Your story has just begun, and it's already filled with wonder. Now let's walk together into the next part, the first trimester. The season of transformation, mystery, and magic. Part 2, the first trimester, whispers of new life. Your baby is still smaller than a lime, and yet, a whole world is forming inside you. The first trimester, these first 12 weeks, often feel like a secret garden. Everything is happening, but very little can be seen. You may not have a bump yet, but your body? It's working overtime, growing a placenta, forming organs, creating limbs, a brain, a beating heart. Your baby is going from a cluster of cells to a person, quietly, rapidly, beautifully, and your body is rising to the occasion, even if it feels like a storm. You may feel nauseous, exhausted, extra emotional. You may cry at a commercial, then snap at your partner for breathing too loudly. It's okay. Hormones are rushing through you. Your body is adjusting. Your energy may feel like it's been stolen, because in a way it has, borrowed by the tiny life inside. Be gentle with yourself. Eat what you can. Rest when you need. Say no when it feels too much. You're not being lazy. You're building life. First ultrasound, a sacred moment. Around week 8 or 9 you might have your first ultrasound. You'll lie down, heart pounding. And then, on the screen, a flicker. A heartbeat. That tiny blinking light is your baby. You may cry, or freeze in awe, or smile so hard your cheeks hurt. In that moment something shifts. You're not just imagining anymore. You're seeing, hearing, believing. And your baby? They're already listening, through the rhythm of your breath, the beat of your heart, the energy of your love. It's also during this time that quiet fears might visit. What if something goes wrong? What if I'm not enough? What if I can't do this? These thoughts don't mean you're broken. They mean you're human. It's okay to worry, to Google, to hold your breath between appointments. But also, remember to exhale, to trust your body, to trust life, to rest in the knowing that billions of women before you have walked this path. And you are walking it now in your own sacred way. You may not feel glowing yet. You may not feel connected yet. That's okay. You are becoming. Quietly, naturally, deeply. Even now, before you felt a single kick, you are a mother. And your baby, even at this tiny stage, is already wrapped in your love. Now let's step forward, into the second trimester. The time when your energy lifts, your belly grows, and your bond begins to bloom. Now let's move to part 3 of my first pregnancy audiobook. This part is about the second trimester, often called the blooming season, a time of visible change, deepening connection, and emotional grounding. Part 3, the second trimester, the blooming season. You've made it through the hidden, uncertain weeks. And now, something shifts. The nausea might be easing. Your energy is slowly returning. Your appetite starts to come back. You might even feel like yourself again, but with a secret superpower. This is the second trimester. The time when your belly begins to round, when clothes start to fit differently, and when you catch yourself smiling at your reflection. Not just because you look different, but because you feel it. I'm really doing this. You are growing life. Your baby is now growing fast. Tiny fingers, tiny toes, eyelids, even fingerprints. By now, you might know the gender, if you chose to find out. You might be talking to your baby, singing, whispering, or maybe just holding your belly in silence, feeling more connected than words allow. You begin to notice strangers glance at your stomach. Some may smile. Some may offer advice. Some may cross boundaries. Protect your peace, mama. Not all voices are meant to be heard right now. This is your pregnancy, your body, your baby. Let yourself bloom on your terms. The first flutters, baby's hello. And then, one day you feel something. A flutter, a bubble, a soft flick. At first you wonder, was that gas? Or was that? Yes, that was your baby. They're saying hello. You'll feel it more often now. Little rolls, soft kicks, tiny taps. With every movement, your bond deepens. You realize, this is a person, a soul, and they're dancing inside you. You're never really alone anymore. And somehow, that thought brings comfort. Everyone asks how the baby's doing. But here's my question. How are you doing? Your body is stretching. Your sleep might be disturbed. You're still adjusting to new hormones, fears, and hopes. So take care of you. Rest, nourish, say no, ask for help. Laugh when you can. Cry when you must. You're still becoming. And becoming isn't always graceful, but it's always sacred. You deserve as much love and support as your baby. Now's the time many couples begin to nest. Choose names. Decorate nurseries. Imagine holding their little one. Let yourself dream, but also let yourself rest in the now. There is no rush to prepare everything perfectly. The truth is, babies don't need themed rooms or matching outfits. They need love, skin to skin, warmth, safety. And you already have all of that within you. This second trimester is a season of trust. You're not who you were 3 months ago, and you're not yet who you'll become. You are in the in-between, blooming slowly, bravely, beautifully. Celebrate the small things. That first kick. That first laugh over something silly. That first moment you say, I think I'm ready. You are not just preparing to meet your baby. You're preparing to meet a new version of you. Now take a deep breath. Place your hand on your growing belly. And let's walk together into the third trimester. The final stretch, when everything feels more real, more heavy, and more heart-opening than ever before. Let's move to part 4, the final stretch. This part enters the third trimester, a time of anticipation, physical challenge, and emotional preparation. Part 4, the third trimester, the final stretch. You're here now, the third trimester. Weeks 28 to 40. It's the final stretch, and suddenly, everything feels closer. Heavier. More real. Your belly is round and firm. You've memorized the rhythm of little kicks. Your back aches, your feet swell, and your heart? Your heart holds more love than you knew it could. Your body is working harder than ever. You may find yourself short of breath, tossing and turning in bed, needing the bathroom again and again. Your center of gravity has shifted. Your pace has slowed. And yet, you are carrying a universe inside you. Your baby now opens their eyes, sucks their thumb, recognizes your voice. They're growing fast, preparing for life on the outside. And so are you. You may feel a sudden urge to organize drawers, fold tiny clothes, clean every corner of your home. That's nesting, a primal instinct. You may also lie awake at night wondering, what if labor hurts too much? What if I can't do it? What if I'm not ready? These thoughts are normal. You're standing at the edge of transformation. And transformation is always a little scary. But here's the truth, you can do hard things. Your body knows. Your heart knows. You are stronger than you think. Creating your birth plan. Now's the time to think about birth. Hospital or home? Epidural or natural? Music? Lighting? Who do you want by your side? You don't need all the answers, but you do deserve a voice. Write your wishes. Share your fears. Ask questions. Know your rights. Because birth is not a medical event. It's a sacred passage. Prepare your plan, but also prepare to let go. Sometimes birth unfolds differently, and that's okay. The goal is a healthy baby, and a healthy you. One day you may cry at a song. Another day you might laugh at nothing. And some days, you might just want to be alone. Honor it all. You are not just growing a baby. You are saying goodbye to who you were. Your old self. Your old rhythm. Your old identity. And that kind of shift, it takes courage. Be kind to yourself. Let others help. You don't need to do this alone. You'll soon be asked to monitor babies' kicks, to notice their patterns. It's a beautiful daily check-in, a quiet time when it's just you and them. You may find yourself talking to your baby, singing, whispering stories, and maybe, just maybe, you'll realize you're not waiting to become a mother. You already are one. You are standing at the doorway now. Soon you will hold your baby. Soon you will hear their cry. Soon you will look into eyes that have never seen this world before, and they will know you completely. This is the final stretch, the edge of everything you've known. You may be scared. You may be exhausted. But you are ready. Let's breathe together and step forward into birth, the wild, powerful, sacred threshold where everything changes. Here we come to part 5, the day everything changes. This is the moment your listener has imagined, feared, dreamed about, the birth itself. Part 5, labor and birth, the day everything changes. It may begin with a twinge, a slow ache in your lower back, a tightening in your belly, a strange knowing deep in your bones. Or maybe your water breaks, suddenly like in the movies. Or maybe it's just pressure. A whisper from your body that says, it's time. You might feel fear, excitement, both. You might pace around the house, or stop to eat something, or shower. or just breathe. You might think, is this it? And yes, this is it. This is the beginning of the day you meet your baby. Early labor, the quiet opening. Early labor can take hours, sometimes days. The contractions are real but manageable, like waves you can breathe through. You may want to walk to sway to nest, or you might just want to rest and wait. This is a time for calm, soft lights, low voices, warm baths, nourishment. It's okay to laugh between contractions. It's okay to feel normal for a while. Let your body open slowly. It knows what to do. And you are doing beautifully. Active labor, the climb begins. And then, the rhythm changes. The waves come stronger, closer together. Talking becomes harder. Your focus narrows. This is active labor. It may feel intense. It may feel endless. But every surge, every contraction, is bringing your baby closer to you. Breathe through the pain. Moan if you need. Scream if you must. You are powerful, raw, sacred. Let yourself surrender. Let your body lead. This is not a test. This is a transformation. Transition, the edge of everything. Transition is the most intense phase. It's when many say, I can't do this. But here's what no one tells you. That feeling, that moment, it means you're almost there. The moment you feel like breaking is the moment just before you meet your baby. You may cry. You may beg. You may close your eyes and disappear into your breath. And yet you keep going. Because inside you a strength awakens. Fierce, primal, divine. You are on the brink of birth. The push, meeting your baby. And then your body takes over. You feel pressure. You feel power. You feel the urge to push. It is wild. It is intense. It is like nothing else on earth. You dig deep. You give everything. You roar. You sweat. You open wider than you ever imagined. And then, with one final push, the room goes still. The cry. The gasp. The moment. Your baby is here. You did it. You brought life into the world. Skin to skin, the first hello. They place your baby on your chest. Tiny. Warm. Breathing. Crying. You look into their eyes, eyes that have never seen light before, and yet they know you. They've heard your heartbeat for months, felt your warmth, lived inside your rhythm. Now here they are, real, alive, yours. You might cry, or laugh, or feel completely numb. There's no right reaction. Just be in the moment. Hold them close. Smell their skin. You're not imagining anymore. You are a mother. The afterbirth, the quiet courage. After the birth, your body is still working. The placenta comes next. There may be stitches, shaking, exhaustion. You might bleed. You might be sore. You might feel overwhelmed. But as your baby sleeps on your chest, wrapped in a blanket, something inside you whispers, was all worth it. You are changed body, soul, spirit. And from this moment on, you and your baby begin your life together. This is the day everything changes. Not just because you met your baby, but because you met a new version of yourself. You are powerful. You are tender. You are forever transformed. You will never forget the sound of their first cry. You will never forget the way you held them, as if the whole world was finally in your arms. This was not just a birth. It was a becoming. And here is part 6, the final chapter in your sacred journey. After the birth, the first days of forever. This part brings a gentle, emotional close, focused on recovery, bonding, and the quiet, raw magic of those first moments of motherhood. Part 6. After the birth, the first days of forever. The world looks different now. The light, the air, even the sound of your breath, it all feels slower, softer, deeper. You've given birth. And yet, a new life is just beginning, not just for your baby but for you. These first few days are a blur of emotions, sensations, and tiny, powerful moments. In the quiet hours after birth, time stretches. You stare at your baby's face for hours. You count their fingers and toes. You watch their chest rise and fall. Even in exhaustion, you find yourself wide awake, not out of energy but awe. You whisper things you never knew you'd say. I'm your mama. I've waited so long to meet you. You're real. You're here. And somehow, your heart makes room. Your healing body. While everyone's admiring the baby, I want to ask you something. How are you? Because your body, it just climbed a mountain. You may be sore, bleeding, shaken. You may be swollen or numb or tender in places you never noticed before. And that's okay. This is recovery. Not just from labor but from months of transformation. You are healing from the inside out. Rest. Cry. Sleep when you can. Ask for help and accept it. You just did the bravest thing a human can do. Now let others hold you too. The baby blues. Not every moment will be magical. You might feel emotional for no reason. You may cry while breastfeeding. You may miss your old body. You may miss your old life. These feelings don't make you ungrateful. They make you real. Your hormones are shifting. Your heart is catching up to your reality. Let the tears come. You're not broken. You're blooming in a new way, raw, emotional, alive. And with every sunrise, you'll feel a little more like you. The bonding begins. Your baby knows your voice, your scent, your rhythm. They curl into your chest like they were always meant to be there. This is the beginning of your bond, not built in a single moment but slowly, moment by moment. A midnight feeding, a warm bath, a gentle lullaby, a smile in their sleep. You'll doubt yourself. You'll second guess. But your baby doesn't need perfection. They need you. Your voice, your warmth, your love. And that, you have an infinite supply. Life will never be the same, and that's okay. You may look in the mirror and not recognize the woman staring back. You may feel like a stranger in your own body. You may wonder if you'll ever feel normal again. But maybe, this is your new normal. A heart split open, a body forever changed, a life with new rhythms. You're not going back to who you were. You're becoming someone deeper, softer, wiser. And your baby? They are your mirror, reminding you every day what love can create. These first few days are not just the beginning of your baby's life. They are the beginning of a new you, a mother, a guardian, a home. This journey will be wild, exhausting, beautiful, messy. But you are ready. You were made for this. So hold your baby close. Breathe in this moment. And step forward into the greatest adventure of all. Welcome to the first days of forever. You did it, Mama. Thank you, from the heart, for joining this sacred journey. Whether you're expecting, remembering, or supporting someone you love, I hope these words brought you comfort, courage, and connection. Pregnancy is not just about growing a baby, it's about growing into yourself. Wishing you love, strength, and softness in every step ahead. You're never alone on this path. With all my warmth, thank you for listening.